Attention shoppers! Tonight on the checkout, Ben discovers the trip hazards of travel insurance. Zoe and Kirsten unpack that new box feeling. Plus, the checkout story on unsolicited sales you haven't been asking for.
You know that feeling you get when you're about to open a box?
You can even get that feeling from watching other people open boxes on the internet.
Here it is, the moment you've been waiting for.
Here we go.
Ooh. Oh, okay. They're called unboxing videos, and people can make real money out of them.
Really?
In fact, the highest paid YouTube star in 2014 was a woman who unboxes toys.
Princess Sophia with a blue dress.
According to the Journal of Consumer Psychology, just watching a box being opened is intrinsically rewarding. It makes you feel good no matter what's inside.
I know it's dog poo, but box, 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 box.
This is apparently true even when the box is transparent and you can see what's in it.
Oh, I can't wait to open this clear plastic box of bees. Oh, no. Oh, yes, box. Oh, the bees. Ow, they sting so bad, but oh, I love this box.
And even when the box is empty.
Hashtag best box.
Look, clearly opening boxes gives people a real thrill in much the same way as gift wrapping does on birthdays or at Christmas. And it's no surprise companies want to bottle that feeling, or box it, if you will, and then charge you for it. Those fancy white boxes your Apple products come in, a lot of effort has gone into making sure they evoke an emotional response upon opening.
Oh, come on. There's got to be a bit of pomp and ceremony when you've just dropped $1,000 on a phone.
Here's your iPhone 6.
But I wanted the beautiful box.
A box is also a great way to give everyday items an aura of prestige. Like these clinical protection and standard Dove deodorant sticks. Both have the same active ingredient. Unilever claim there's more of it in the clinical version, but they won't tell us how much more. Regardless, both products promise 48-hour protection, but only one comes in a box. I wonder why that is.
I think I know why.
The box packaging is used to help shoppers easily differentiate between our highest efficacy and standard deodorants.
It also helps convince shoppers to pay more than twice the price for it. So next time you're at the shops and you see a product in a box, just remember that box might be inflating the price more than the product inside it. Because this feeling doesn't come for free. And it only lasts a moment. Then you're stuck with whatever's inside.
Oh, I've already got a Kirsten.
In the rush of getting ready for a trip overseas, it's easy to forget stuff. Kevin! No, wait, I don't have a son, it's fine. That's cool. And one thing that people tend to forget is travel insurance. But no matter where you're going or how careful you think you're going to be or whatever other excuse you have, get travel insurance because you never know what's going to happen. Oh. Because if you're not covered by travel insurance, things going wrong when you're overseas can get very, very expensive. Check it out.
I forgot to get travel insurance when I went on holidays to Bali. So when that stupid volcanic ash cloud grounded all the flights, not only was I stuck in Bali for an extra 7 nights with thousands of angry Australian shitheads, I also had to pay for those extra 7 nights accommodation and living expenses. Luckily, now that I've told this story on air, I can write the whole thing off on tax.
In New York City, for example, 1 night in a hospital bed will cost you... interesting. Excuse me. Clear. The good news is that travel insurance is pretty easy to get and can be really affordable. For 2 weeks, just about anywhere in the world, you can find comprehensive insurance for under $100. Obviously, this excludes anywhere on Australia's Do Not Travel list.
What do you mean you don't cover Warzonia? How was I meant to know it was a war zone?
Now, it's really important that you know what your travel insurance actually covers. You need to work out if the policy's right for you because the consumer law guarantees don't apply to insurance contracts, which means that there is no automatic legal guarantee that they're going to be fit for purpose.
Your travel insurance doesn't actually cover hot dog poisoning.
That's interesting. Could you check that again? Taxi! You can find out what's included and excluded in insurance policies in their product disclosure statement, or PDS. It'll be, Kevin! Nah, sorry, forgot again. Don't have a son. All good. False alarm. Anyway, there are some things, thanks to the 1985 insurance contract regulations, that travel insurance has to cover. Things like accidental illness or injury, from ambulance cover to hospital cover, and, if need be, flying you home for more treatment. But insurance also has to cover less serious issues, like damaged property, or if your travel is delayed for reasons beyond your control.
Oh, and by the way, if that does happen to you, make sure you keep all the receipts from your expenses during that time. Your insurer will want to see them. I know because it happened to me. Oh, and also, they won't cover your booze bill while you're stranded, no matter how many receipts you have. Apparently.
Kirsten! Hey, Kirsten! Mustn't be her. Anyway, it's important to know what's not included too, and while these exclusions will differ from policy to policy, the ones in the Act include
Pre-existing medical conditions
like
heart disease, lung disease, cancer of the anything, chronic pain, depression, anxiety, hepatitis...
Okay, you get the idea. Your PDS will have a long list of pre-existing medical conditions that aren't covered, so check it. But if you've got a medical condition and you're not sure how it affects your cover, then ask your insurer directly before you buy and record what they tell you.
Although, insurers aren't necessarily the final word on what's covered. Last year, a woman who cut her trip short due to depression and wasn't paid out by her insurer challenged that decision in the Victorian Civil and Administrative Tribunal and won.
Hey, Kirsten! Wait. Another big exclusion is
breaking the law.
if your claim arises out of an incident that occurred while you were breaking the law, then you're not covered. I mean, obviously.
And why were you running when you slipped and fell in the Louvre?
I'd rather not say. Also, not a lot of people know this exclusion, but here it is.
Being under the influence.
That's right. If the incident occurs as a result of you being under the influence of drugs or alcohol, then you are not covered.
What?
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 Yep, it's true. But the keywords here are occurring as a result of, meaning that you are free to argue that the incident had nothing to do with you being under the influence. And there are many cases where this is true.
Well, I'm sorry, we just can't be sure your third glass of wine didn't cause the earthquake.
So what about actually getting a travel insurance policy? Well, before you even start shopping around, you might already have travel insurance. Some premium credit cards offer you a travel insurance policy as a bonus if you put a certain amount of your trip on the card. Now, most of these policies have comparable cover to regular travel insurance, but our mates at Choice found that the excesses tend to be higher. So, before you go out and buy a new policy, see if your card already offers one, but check what it covers. Also, your airline will offer to sell you travel insurance when you buy your ticket. And it's pretty tempting. I mean, it's right there, it's no hassle, but Choice found that this is generally a bad idea. Not that you'd realise this, seeing as they only often give you 10 minutes to read a 14,000-word product disclosure statement before the flight payment screen times out on you. Also, your travel agent might offer to sell you insurance when you book your flights. But these guys take a hefty commission, driving up the cost of your policy. But you can use this commission to your advantage as it leaves more room for negotiation. So, always try and haggle the price down.
Might I present a counterpoint? Don't do that.
So, what is the best option? Well, like we always say, you should shop around. There are some comparison sites worth using, but you should be aware that some of them are linked to individual insurance companies. Or you can phone around yourself. And just because something isn't covered in the standard policy doesn't mean you can't buy additional cover. Insurers offer packages for common exclusions like skiing holidays or cruises, so check out what's on offer and do it before you leave.
4, 3.
Houston, I just realized my travel insurance doesn't cover this at all. Houston, no!
So, remember, when you're travelling, get travel insurance, but not from your airline, and if you're going to go through your travel agent, make sure you bargain with them. Also, make sure you know what's covered, and if need be, purchase additional add-ons. Also check that you're not covered already by your credit card. Finally, if you think your insurer is being unfair, make sure you challenge them. You can find out more about that from the Financial Ombudsman's website, including links to sample complaint letters. Ooh, well, I really shouldn't, but...
Hi, we've been asked to test out the possibility of having advertising here on the ABC. But don't panic, everything we advertise has to be 100% factually accurate, which is why we've got Associate Professor Michael Biersick here on set to keep us on track.
First product, Nature's Design Liguena water bottle.
Drink bottle out, take one.
Action.
Nature's Design's Liguena glass drinking bottle has been specially shaped to correlate with the dimensions of the golden ratio to revitalise and restructure water molecules to its natural energy and structure.
Hang on.
What?
Water is water, you can't revitalize it, and the shape of a bottle can't restructure its water molecules.
Yeah, we'll just cut that bit out, Yak.
Take two.
Action.
The flower of life, an ancient symbol known worldwide for its energetic power, has been emblazoned into the base at 600 degrees Celsius for additional positive influence.
Stop!
What could be wrong with that?
A flower symbol can't influence water. And look, I'm a physicist, not a symbologist, but I just don't see how the temperature at which the flower of life symbol is emblazoned could have any impact on its magical power.
But the flower of life can enrich the water with additional information.
I don't think these people are enriched with much information.
Drink bottle, take 35.
The ultimate in hydration.
All hydration is equal.
And all yours for just $36.30.
That's a wrap.
$36 for a water bottle? That can't be right.
Nope, that's correct.
Really?
Dr. Willis, do you remember when we designed the Jumbuck 6-burner solid hot plate barbecue?
Like it was yesterday.
Yeah, did we correctly align the burners with the gas delivery jets?
Most of the time.
But the other times, did we design it so that if you touch the control knobs, you could burn your fingers?
Yeah, who would touch the control knobs?
If you bought a Jumbuck 6-burner solid hot plate barbecue, you can return it to Bunnings for a full refund. Or cook your sausages this way.
Space Warehouse!
Unsolicited salesperson.
Coming. Hello.
Good morning, madam. Are you interested in unsolicited sales?
Oh, I think not.
Well, then, do I have the product for you? It's all 21 volumes of the Australian consumer law. But for you today, madam, all you need is this volume here, specifically Part 3-2 of Division 2.
I have no need.
It's the must-have legal protection that everyone is talking about, designed specifically to prevent the unwelcome intrusion of unsolicited sale.
I don't even know what an unsolicited sale is.
Well, madam, it's all here in Section 69. That's any sale where you didn't approach me, but instead I approach you via telephone or door-to-door. In fact, I'm doing one right now.
I'm confused. Did I invite you here?
No, you did not, madam, but allow me to tell you that it wouldn't even matter if you had invited me here for some other reason, such as getting a quote, because, thanks to this commodious compendium, the onus is actually on me to prove that the sale is not unsolicited.
Great, so now can I ask you to leave?
Can you ever? In fact, by the Australian consumer law today, and you'll become the proud owner of a clause that says that I have to leave the premises if you ask me to.
OK, well then.
But wait, there's more. It also says here that I have to tell you that, and that I have to tell you that I'm here intending to make a sale. So, say goodbye to sneaky salespeople who pretend...
I'm here to do a survey.
Or I'm just in the area checking electricity bills for overcharging.
No, sirree, not when you've got the ACL.
Look, if I bought it, I'd probably just change my mind.
You see, madam, that's why it is perfect for someone like you. Not only does Subdivision D mandate a 10-day cooling-off period after you sign up for any unsolicited sale, they will also throw in an extra 6 months cooling off, free, depending on which rules I've broken, including failure to tell you about this cooling-off period and failure to tell you how to terminate the contract.
Oh, I don't know.
Madam, I see you remain unconvinced. Would you like me to return tomorrow?
I'd rather you didn't.
And this only serves to highlight why you need this fantastic product. It forbids me from coming back for the next 30 days, unless I'm selling something else. And what if I told you this also forbids me from coming back before 9 a.m, after 6 p.m, on public holidays or Sundays? Buy now and I'll throw in this deluxe Do Not Knock sticker from the ACCC that the Federal Court of Australia has ruled is illegal for salespeople like me to ignore.
I'm still not interested.
Look, what if I just leave it with you?
I'll only forget to return it.
Madam, simply let me know that you wish to terminate the contract and where I can collect the goods from, and the onus is on me to do so within 30 days, even if they've been used or consumed.
Who's going to consume this?
Well, it is the consumer law, eh? Haha.
Get out. I'm not interested.
Well, madam, the joke's on you, because all of these delightful consumer rights were already yours indeed. You couldn't even sign them away in a contract.
How dare you try and sell me something I already have? That's unconscionable.
Well, then perhaps madam would be interested in Section 22 on unconscionable conduct, which states,
ProTech Ace Skate Helmet, the very best in modern protective equipment.
I don't know.
The Ace Skate is equipped with 2-stage foam, the protection top athletes demand.
Well, I guess.
This helmet delivers nothing but quality. You don't have to worry if disaster strikes. ProTech Ace Skate has you covered. Go on, do it.
Okay. Let's do this.
This helmet provides minimal protection against impacts to the head and does not meet any established safety standards. ProTech Ace Skate Helmet. Minimal protection.
And welcome to FUTube, the segment where we investigate your consumer complaints and
Get right to the very bottom of them.
so long as they are
Elementary.
indubitably
Detectably.
consumer Predictably. First up tonight, it's Paolo, who used to go to his local gym, but eventually let the membership expire, which is the opposite of me. I never let my membership expire, but never go to the gym. Now, Paolo got lured back to the gym because he liked the idea of their new extended hours.
So basically that means that you can go to the gym early in the morning or even late at night, which I thought, that would work for me.
So he signed up and paid for a year. But then a week later, he saw a sign
saying that from tomorrow, the new opening hours are restricted. Yeah, so they're actually shorter than usual, but you can now pay $25 to have those extended.
That $25 was for a longer hours access card, but they never mentioned this to Paolo when he signed up, and Paolo thought this was a bit of a stretch. You know, like they do at gyms. You know, like a stretch mill, like on a stretch mill machine. I have no idea what goes on inside gyms. So what did the gym staff say?
You know what he said? He said, we can change our conditions anytime.
And being a good checkout viewer, Paolo does not like to get ripped off.
I don't think this is fair. I might want to cancel my membership.
And fair enough. I mean, after all, he'd already paid $624. That's how much I'm paying not to go to the gym? What a And the gym said if he cancelled at this point, he'd forfeit all the money he'd paid. And Paolo was like,
hey!
And the gym was like, why don't you just pay it? It's only $25. But as we always say at the checkout,
That's not the point.
And as we also always say,
contact your local Consumer Affairs Office.
We always say that.
I reported everything to the Fair Trading of New South Wales.
Oh, you already did? Well, good. Then what happened?
Not much, unfortunately. They didn't listen to the Fair Trading New South Wales either.
We contacted the gym and they were just too busy to get back to us. Great strategy, Newtown Gym. That's cool. I'll just read this then, from the ACCC. Consumers may end a contract without penalty if the business has misrepresented the services, which is the opposite of what the gym told Paolo when they said he'd forfeit the $624 he'd already paid if he cancelled. Newtown Gym, you should take a long, hard look at yourself. Oh, you are. And by the way, when they said it's only $25, that's like saying it's only a minor failure. But if a seller does not fix a minor failure, then it becomes a major failure, which means you're entitled to a refund. Now, Paolo didn't cancel his gym contract, but he is still entitled to get his $25 back. You know what? I think I will get some exercise when I throw the book at them! It's a really heavy book. Our next YouTube comes from Luke, who was told by a doctor that he needed to up his intake of omega-3 to 3,000 milligrams a day, and he found these omega-3 Vitagummies by Nature's Way.
Why, it's a perfect match.
Because apparently...
The old way of taking your vitamins was hard. Now, it's easy with Nature's Way Vitagummies.
So Luke was surprised to learn that omega-3 Vitagummies have so little omega-3 in them that he'd have to eat more than an entire bottle a day to reach his prescribed target. And in doing so, he'd also be ingesting more than 250 grams of sugar, almost 3 times the recommended daily intake.
Remarkable.
Now, Luke's doctor prescribed him quite a lot of omega-3, but even without a prescription, the Heart Foundation recommends everyone should have at least 500 milligrams a day for disease prevention. And to get that, you'd need to eat 24 sugary Vitagummies every single day. And if you're thinking, that doesn't sound very healthy for a vitamin or a Vita thingy or whatever, you'd be right. Most Vitagummies are classified by the TGA as listed medicines. That means they only contain pre-approved low-risk ingredients, are produced safely, and don't make any serious health claims, but not omega-3 Vitagummies. So even though the omega-3s are in this vitamins ad, Nature's Way told us they're just a food.
Diabolical.
And if they're a sugary, gummy-based food, then I don't need Sherlock here to tell me what they are.
A lolly.
Oh, yes, very good. Have a lolly. Unsurprisingly, given it's basically a lolly, they have the same product for kids. Now, given these don't have much omega-3, you might think calling them omega-3 or a great source of omega-3 is a bit much. In fact, Australia's food guidelines say you can't even make a claim like that unless you have at least 60 milligrams per serve, which these don't. So we asked Nature's Way's owner Pharmacare why they did that. And they responded by deleting that claim from their website.
The case of the disappearing claim.
And presumably the claim on their YouTube channel.
Packed with healthy nutrition and a great way to ensure your family gets all the daily nutrients their body requires.
Will be disappearing soon too.
We also asked them if it was appropriate that something marketed as vitamins contained 50% sugar, and they pointed out that there is a whole array of foods that contain sugar.
Correct.
Oh, no shit, Sherlock. The point is that these sugar lollies are found in pharmacies, presented as vitamins in a row of other vitamins, and they are not vitamins. If only there was someone in the marketing game who would just, I don't know, tell us the truth. Why, it's the Honest Jingle Man.
Howdy, little lady. Did somebody need an honest jingle?
Honest Jingle Man, can you explain Vita Gummies to me the honest way? I'd be so obliged.
It'd be my pleasure. Luke, this one's for you. If you need some omega-3, take this little tip from me. To get the dosage you need from these lollies, you could wind up with a case of the diabetes. That's the truth about Vita Gummies.
But Honest Jingle Man, there's a whole range of adult Vita Gummies out there for all your real and imagined vitamin deficiencies.
To make Vita Gummies that you can chew, they're full of sugar and flavors and glucose too. They got fewer nutrients than multivitamins do. Vita Gummies ain't all that great for you. That's the truth about Vita Gummies.
But Honest Jingle Man, what about Vita Gummies for kids? After all,
Kids Smart Vita Gummy, the Vita Gummalicious.
What do you have to say to that other Jingle Man?
He's good, but he ain't honest. This is just my opinion. But it seems to me that marketing sugary lollies as children's medication is just downright irresponsible. And I used to advertise smoking.
Well, thanks, morally ambivalent Honest Jingle Man.
Seems like my work here is done. Sherlock?
What strange men. Good night.
Next on ABC and iView, political pressure on the Royal Commission forces Janet King to fast-track an undercover mission. On ABC2, it's The Weekly with Charlie Pickering.